afternoon session here, so we're working away on trying to get do a little bit better than this morning, where we only really had $5. But now we've gotten back where we're well, $32 so something. But been watching Tesla. So the market's been going up since I left this morning and struggled, and now we're just trying to work these levels on Tesla right now to try to get this going a little bit better. So that's where I'm going to starting here. Looking at the levels, 371's been interesting me. I was thinking that I wanted to get down to 370.50 to go long, because it was resting here quite a few times, but it's kind of made a big play up here in the last few minutes. So I'm thinking our level might be 371 now, or shorting up here. Now these levels are just marked intraday. There's one that's older, which is this level 9. This one is from, should be a more respected one on more historical data. This is just intraday here. So going short anywhere nearer to the 372 would be a good move. I'm just going to do market because I'm having trouble getting in on the ask and bid. So very, very short scalps. That's all I'm going to do. Very, very quick scalps. It'll be hard to call them out, as quick as I do them. So we're just going to do good old-fashioned scalping based on the data I see. I don't have a lot of indicator driven, so I'm really watching the liquidity and the swelling of the level 2, along with the levels that I have here, half and whole dollars, and a couple historical levels. But I'll be watching the Scalp Pro meter, and then my target here is what I'm going for here. So I'm going to try to get this green first, and then we'll look at whatever else to work on after that. I have a thing about getting everything green, every stock, but that's not the only reason I'm here. I'm here because Tesla is offering the liquidity opportunities right now. I might go take a look at MU too as well. I see NVIDIA is way up to 173, so it's getting closer to my swing position, which is nice. So anywhere near 71 here is what I'm looking for. I'm looking at the market maker for as close as I can get to 3. I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Now, it may just keep going down, so I have to be prepared, obviously. But I'm looking for just quick scalps here. We'll take that one. So just a quick scalp. Try to get this into the green. And this level seems to be continually being respected for the last 5 minutes now. So, but at any time, it could break down. Then you got to make a decision. Do we scale into it, or just cut your losses quick, because it might keep going? That's the thing. It seems like to me Tesla is the one that breaks from its norm more often when you're scalping it. So you can never get too comfortable with Tesla. You can never assume. Be ready to bail out very, very quickly. I'm going to go ahead and take that 58. That's not where I wanted it, but I'll go for it. I'm looking for a recoil there, not for it to keep going up like it's doing. So went in short for looking for a recoil. We'll take that. So we got a little bit there. And I'm not going to overstay my welcome. Anything in a double digit, 10, anything 10 cents, in other words, is what I'm basically going for. And I'll be happy with that and just chip away at this, so I don't get stuck by overstaying my welcome here. So if we can get it back down here again, of course, the higher it goes up, and then if it makes that big of a fade, then you always gotta worry like it's gonna keep going, So again, vigilant, very vigilant with Tesla here. So welcome back, everybody. I also have my my group here on Zoom. It's about half the size. A lot of people can't come back in the afternoons. We did have another session, and then I had a meeting, but I'm back now, and let me just look at the SPYs up. It's kind of inexplicable. I guess it's that story from Al Jazeera that came out about the talks. So I think people are feeling hopeful and optimistic here. So I'm adjusting the Q and the SPY on my other chart here. President Trump is confident about an agreement. I don't know how much we want to believe anything there, his confidence, or is it just a ruse before we land forces, or what's going on? So again, I think that being careful, whatever you're trading right now, is I'm generally, going short bias as it goes up is what I'm doing. I'm trying to get the recoil. It's just thinking like at any time it could dump like really hard. So that's what I'm worried about. I'm going to go ahead and get in there and look for a recoil here. I got it at 67 this time. Holding fast for a recoil. Longer it takes, the more worried I get. It's only about 10 cents off my position, so it's not, not real bad off my position, but it's getting to be closer to 20 cents off my position. That's more danger level. So, yeah. So now it's out of the normal recoil range and it's hurting me. So let's just see if I want to keep. Its highs are up here. Yeah, 372.70. This is what happens. You get complacent in an area here, and then it comes back and bites you for everything you just made, So we're playing with fire for sure here. See if it stalls, I might add to it to catch a recap down here. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go for it. So I'm 200 shares now, and I'm hoping that it's not going to burn the heck out of me here. So, hoping, not a great hope is not a strategy, as they say. But I just think that we're going to get a recoil here at some point, so I'm going to hold out for that for a bit. Here's our high. Our high is 70. We'll mark that there. That's the high. So we'll like to think that we'd get a rejection off of that. Our day has got to be red now. There we are, red for the day. This is the stock I was already red on to begin with, so. So it's not as bad as it looks, but yeah, it's still not good. You can see the buyer's weakened here, so that's good news. We're waiting for a rejection up here. Got to wait it out a little bit. It's gonna cause some pain first. What goes up must come down, guys. Where's our VWAP? Way down here, I assume. Yeah, way down here. So the bulk of your capital still way down here. So this is extended with emotion, not share size. So I'm a little over 50 cents out of my position, or a little less than that now. When that hits $100, I'm 50 cents out of position. So it's really not that much for Tesla. Tesla will move dollars at a time. So as you raise your share size, you have to remember to keep it in perspective. Like this is nothing, I hate it when it freezes like that. Because, you know, I have to react quickly, and if it's frozen, I can't react now, can I? Sometimes the freeze lets up, and it, like, you see a candle's move $2 in a direction. You're like, what? It's time, guys. It's time to pull it back. Pull it back for a nice trade. Let's drop a nice dollar down. Sure, we back down to 370.96, maybe down in here somewhere. Well, we probably wouldn't want to wait for it to make too much profit just in case, but I'd like to see it me into the green in this area down here, this into the green by quite a bit. A healthy chunk, you know. But I won't get over greedy. I'm not looking for a huge move down because I don't know if we'll get it, you know. MACD's sending it down. That's a good sign. That's the first indicator that's going the right way for us. Here we go. Get ready to make some money. Come on, baby. Just a little blip on the 5-minute. It's gasping for air up here. You don't want to go back up there. You get a nosebleed up there. Oxygen down here. Let's get some oxygen down here. Come on. It's taking too long to make the move because I'm losing trades. I wanted to take little $10 scalps, and now I'm stuck in this thing. I'm quickly calculating to see if I add 100 shares, where will I be to get out at this level. It would only take me to about 72.10 maybe, and that's not enough. So there's no sense in adding. This needs to breach 72. We want to see this breach below 72. Then we have some. We have a good chance that this will go nice and green. I don't like that it's making a level here. It's kind of making a smoothing level in this area, right out of my position. Hitting the 9. There you go. Let's just get me out of this. I'm not going to get greedy. Wow, went all the way down to 04 for a split second and then came right back up. That went all the way down 2 cents out of my position for a split second. Penny and a half, actually. Well, that's not good. That's going to hit its high, new high. New high and causing pain. So we will sell there. So now I've got 300 shares. Now, that gave me a better position here, so I'm still not worried about this. I'm looking for the recoil, so now I'm at least up into this range here where it was playing, so I have a chance to, on a recoil, to get out, unless it's going to make unless it's really making a move here. Let's make sure I'm not missing something. Well, Tesla is a dangerous thing to mess around with, guys. It is definitely danger. I better just look on the 5 minute. Yeah. So we're up in the new area now, stratosphere. So we're definitely nice and red. I won't go above 300 shares. $0.70 out of position now. Could be a bad trade. Could end up and get me in a hole. Trying to think of where I want to call this because it is getting higher than I want it to be. Starting to lose a little of confidence on the recoil. Because even when it recoils, it's like how far can it recoil at this point, This is not, I did not want to go like 500 down today for sure. We're at 3,200 for the month, but this would be a hell of a way to close it out if I do a terrible trade here. So really did not see this coming quite this high up. But I had no data, so this is the problem. Look at the strength of this. I had no data. It was a crapshoot. So we're out of the $1.50 indicator range. Yeah, it's broken its full ATR. Here we go. Fun. Are we having fun yet? Yeah, okay. So over here, it's not quite as bad on the day, but it's $50 less than that I'm negative. So I just got to remember that if that reads $50 red, I'd be positive in actuality, but that's definitely a cop-out to try to make money here. So it's better to look at this. So now I'm 50 cents off my position, roughly, just a little bit more than that. That's just like a tiny breath for Tesla, it can move that fast. So this range of this candle was 66 cents. This one was 36. See how it's tightened its targets here quite a bit. Now we don't want it to make a little bull flag here. The 5 minute shows no sign of stopping. It just looks, it's green all the way. So as we come across this new 5 minute here, we might get a jump. Both the Q and the SPY are turning down right now, barely, but stalling here at this level. It's making a nice little 1 minute bull flag. Not good. No, this is not good. I'm getting ready to get out of this. I'm losing faith. The buyers weren't real strong or anything right there, but there's definitely momentum sending this up. Roughly the even dollar right there. All this time I'm wasting. I can't be taking trades. It's just like, come on, get me out of this position. I could have taken 10 good trades, you know, in this time. I was saying, like, one bad recoil, if it doesn't recoil, get you, you know. That's what can happen, so. Talking myself to get right out of this trade because it's just taking too long to do anything. And then it will plummet when I get out. Do I sound bitter? This would be my 4th red day if I can't recover from this for the month. And I know my accuracy isn't that good today, I'll tell you that. I'll be surprised if it's over 50%. Okay, that's actually a pretty good sign. We got a rickshaw man there. A lot of indecision here. This may have found its top. Still stronger on the buyers. Oh, God. Everybody sell. Sell all at once. Broke the 73 for a minute. Just got to fall enough below it that people will jump on below the 73 even dollar amount. It's got to get them to chicken out right under that. 99. 98, 97, 95. There we go. There's a chance. There's a real battle right there at the 373. Seems to be winning going down, barely. This is where we need to close like in the 90-cent 372.90, and then this will turn this 5-minute red. But it doesn't look like that's what's going to happen here. Oh, maybe. That was a good jump. Yeah, let's give it one more little pound down like that. You're close to, you got 28 seconds to go down like 8 cents. And then we'll have a red 5-minute candle, which might be enough to get it to send it down. There you go. There, 5 minutes red. 15 seconds. Hold that puppy. Keep going. Volume increased as it's going down. 4 seconds to close red. And it's going to close red. So that's a good sign that this 5-minute happened here. There's hope that this is going to drop. So I'm holding out hope. That deserves a sip of iced coffee. Yeah, Charlie had gotten me this massive one, so I'm still pouring it over ice, you know, the biggest size they have at Starbucks. Let's recapture your glories way down here. Let's recapture it down here. Come on. So 5-minute multi-chart's red. Here we go. Now let's break that level, whatever that level's to. You did it, so I don't even need to know. And then 72.50 would be the next one we're going for. 372.50. There it goes. So we're getting a nice rejection here. Yeah, sellers are getting stronger. We broke the 9. Here's the 20. SPY's going down. I don't hold a lot of hope that this, I feel like this is going to recover and start to go back up, and I don't really want to ride it up. I'd rather take a lesser loss while it's down here. Don't like the look of that. It's going back up. I'm gonna get out. All right, so I'm down. I just didn't like the look of it. So 93. I gotta recover now. Let's get this down to doable things. So I was down to just like $30 here at one point, and now I'm in trouble. So I would tend to go long here rather than short, but I'm also thinking, do I want to get retrapped in this again? So it was one bad trade. So how much do I got to make? 150? 93. Okay. Well, we've definitely got time for that. Well, see, it's getting close. My position was at 22. It was like right here. Yeah. So interesting, huh? That was an interesting little price move there. That's very hard to judge what it's going to do here. And I had something here, tried to catch the recoil, and then it just kept going. And then, I think I got in here, then I doubled up. I did not expect that. So now, until we get a bottom, I'm kind of like stuck here, even riskier than the last. The recoil just didn't work. Sometimes it happens, shook me out, and I thought this might happen, and I didn't want to just lose all the trades I could have to get out of this quicker, so got out right at the right time, because there it goes. Dare I go short again up here? I mean, it seems to be really making higher highs, as it goes up. This is a nice mark here. So let me see if maybe buying in here again as it drops down to where I was. Seems to be holding there. Well, now I'm down to the 9. I'm down to where I almost was. That's too bad. That's too bad. I would be green instead of $90 down. So almost. I had it at 22, I think. So I am looking at this level to go long. I'm thinking about it again right here. See if it can hold it. It's just a smoothing level. It's nothing fancy. But there's a lot of scalps I could have caught here and not even decide what level to worry about. It's ranging 15, 20 cents, on a dime, just turning. So if I just get in and out quickly, talking myself into it. After you get burned like that, you take a minute to make sure you're not getting hijacked or something. What am I not thinking about, See, that was 20 cents, just like that. 20 bucks, 20 bucks, 20 bucks. Before you know it. It's a nice little reversal. Wow. You know what? I'm going to go take a look at MU, guys. So over there we have a nice green situation. I'm just seeing that that's got a steady curve there for a while. So this is about double is hard to trade. So I went to a harder one to trade. I like the fact that it's coming up to a 100 moving average and the ATR. I really like that we have levels here. We don't have levels for Tesla. So where is our VWAP? Way down here. Here's our market magnet. I will keep it high share size here and try to make $100 real quick, just so at least we're green, and then reassess. Let's see here, 34. I'm marking the half and whole dollars here real quick. Just to give me something here. Seems like short might be the way to go here, guys. Short on the recoil, even though you see this here. It's just, you see it going up, but I think the recoil might be the way to go here. I mean short on a recoil, but I don't know. I'm 33 could hold it here. Let's see. It's our spread. See, our spread's nice and tight on this right now, comparatively. Wow, that was a 39-cent recoil on the 33, just like that, 33 bucks. Yeah, so I'm looking to catch one of these. I'm looking to catch a bunch of these, so. I'm going to take that. Get it? Well, I got a little bit of money there, but you can see if I'm not doing ask and bid, it's going to get dicey because it's not only does it move really quick before it fills the order. It's supposed to be 0.2 of a second, and that was like 2 seconds. So, but you know, then you're going to get a little bit of slippage too. So besides the clock slippage, you know. But I'm liking the 33 level. I'd like to see it turn around at it, and then I'd trust it more. Worried about it breaking through. There you go. That makes me trust the 33 level just a little better now. I'll go for it. What did I get it at? 06. Now it's frozen. That's not cool. You can't freeze on me, guys. So that was a good trade. So it was like a $30 trade or something, right? What do I got? Yeah, so I've cut 40 bucks off that stupid Tesla. This is a risky one, though, for sure. I like the fact that it did a rickshaw man there. It made me think it's not just going to flush, that there are a bunch of buyers right here. So I'd rather go short up here, though. Now let's reassess it, see if it's going to break it this time. It looks like it's going to break it. That was interesting. Yeah, I would be worried about taking it right now. I want to wait a minute. Well, there it goes. Sellers are right at the top there. Yeah. Q, the SPY, everybody's down. And I mean, in the moment. In the 5 minute. This isn't making as big of swings as it normally does, so just bear a minute to really study it. See if we can get a bead on this. It's definitely not a sure thing it's going to come back up if I go long at the 33 now. It's playing down below it a bit, so. See, it was way down here at the 31 just, a half hour or so ago. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. That's why I did not go back in it. There's a little bit of an area here. Maybe this area. Maybe, kind of. I'd probably smooth it down here, maybe. Like that area. Possible support at the 20. There's buyers and sellers right on these levels where it rests and consolidates for a bit. But you are dealing with a 1 minute chart, so it's not a huge bulk or anything sitting right there. Getting pretty crowded with these levels. There we go. So I thought it might stop there. Let's see if it does. That's sort of a smoothing level. Wow. So it's reclaiming. I waited too long to go short up here. You can't trade this right now. This is really impossible to. We got nothing here. Was that a flat top right there? That level's kind of a flat top right here. That's 3150. Kind of that general area, but man, we need something to. Yeah, it's already past it. We need something to hold it for like 2 or 3 candles. We still got enough time to make money here, but I need to see it head back up here before we. I don't want to just chase a falling knife here, so. Oh dear. Tesla's 371.83. So since I've been watching this, since I came back, NVIDIA's pretty much stayed at 173. Trying to find the ones with the most liquidity, and it was going to be on this, definitely on this scanner. But I know that Intel, it's hitting the volume, but it's not making the price move, Interesting. Palantir might be interesting to look at. Amazon's up $4. Apple's up back where it was. That could be another one. Okay, good. We're getting some. This is going to get the money faster, whether it's negative or positive. MU and Tesla are going to be the quicker money. It's just risky to trade them. More risky because we're not going to get those real levels to play off of. There's no particular pattern you can trust. You can't look at this and say, when this happens here, it's telling you that this happens here. If you notice from the other, I listen to these guys and I'm just like, what in the hell are you talking about? It worked for you one time and now you're going to teach it. I really think it's just short term, in the moment is all I really try. Unless you're doing those really long trades where, money accumulates at a level, month after month, year after year. Here we go. Here we go. Get all the way back up there and I'll short you. Yeah, get on up there. Too soon. Too soon to short. Oh, those are just, what are all those lines? Oh, those are half and whole dollars for me to remember. Okay. Anywhere near this, anywhere up in here. 34, yeah, anywhere up here. There's the high. Yep, I'm getting ready to short it up there, guys. So that's at 334. So if it keeps going, that would be where I would pop in. Let me just look to see what kind of recoils we're getting here. 8 cents, 12 cents down. It punches up, goes back 12, 15 cents. There was 20-cent recoil. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's done going up. Kind of stopped at the 50 cent here. If I get into it, I'm not going to hold into a deep move. I'm just going to try to get a recoil, you know, but on the short, you know, rather than the long. Let me just double check here. Shares of seminar. This came out 16 minutes ago. Trading higher, and reports suggest that U.S. may be willing to end the conflict with Iran sooner. Also, Fed Chair Powell, comments on energy inflation falling to force rate hikes are proving a boost to growth-oriented stocks. Okay, I was having to read that at an angle there. Looks like it stopped at the 50 cent. Let's see. See what we get here. Again, very risky stock to trade here. Get a better look at this meter. Try to catch a pattern here. It's kind of stalled. These prices have kind of stalled, you know. So they're all kind of right where they've been since I came right back on this afternoon. That just went up a buck, didn't it? Wasn't that 145 a second ago? We might want to catch a look to see what our volume's like over there, our liquidity. $50 cents again, 54. Recoiled 15 cents. It's making a little flat top at the 50 cent. Kind of did that before, then broke up to the high. This is the high. Oh, I'm going to take that. 81. I'm feeling happy with that, but let's hope it doesn't head to new heights. Looking for a recoil of some sort of money. At least 10 cents, please, recoil. It's suddenly stopped recoiling. Not a good sign. There we go. That was a good one. Okay. So that got us up a bit. I mean, this is a definitely risky way to... So we're only 23 bucks down now, so that's good. I would point out that I started at $5 up this afternoon, so got into a little bit of trouble on Tesla. Look, I'd be happy to end the day green, the month green, but I would prefer to make the goal of the 120 minimum. Is what we were going for, if you ever want to call a minimum for this kind of trading. But, you know, make the money, bank it, move on to the next month. We're going to be doing some different things, which is technically tomorrow. So I may start it on Monday, because Friday is Good Friday too. The market's closed on Friday. So it's going to be kind of a weird way to start. So what I might do tomorrow is discuss and think about how we're going to do swings on brackets, and show you how to set those up if you don't already know. and think about taking a swing every morning for a very small share size on picking a bias. Again, it's kind of a terrible time to do it because unless this war really does come to an end, then we're going to suddenly get a bull market again. People will start putting their money back in that they've taken out, and they're not going to want to miss it, and they might already be starting to do that this afternoon. But it's just that you can't trust what is being said. That's the problem. So, I mean, there's a big mess over there now, but if we pull out, it's smarter than ground troops, in my opinion. You know, if we have to keep going over there and stop them from doing nukes, then I think that's better than a whole bunch of Americans dying and getting caught in another Afghanistan or something over there. That's just my opinion. It's not a great situation, no matter how you look at it, but it seems like pull away, calm down, bring them to the table, say, look, you can't have a nuclear weapon. Yes, we're telling you that. We're bullies on the block. You can't do what you want to do. But other people can have nuclear. Yeah, we don't trust you. You hate us. You've said you want to destroy us. So that's why, you know. That's about as political as I'll get. But I'd hate to see. Look, I've been through a lot with. I don't want to see it go down again. I'm old. I've been through this. People are going to die. Families are going to be upset. It's like they say, what went wrong there? Oh, I wasn't thinking about that. Great. You tell his wife that, or her husband. You know, you be the one that tell them that you made that. That's why they're not coming home to be with their kids. You know. Sorry, that was a little dramatic, but people are gonna die. You know, they're already dying, and it's just like not worth it, man. It's just not worth it. So really the 334 held here, which is really good news. So it's just below this high. So I'm looking to short up here again. Let me see if I can get a short up here. Take it. 99. I got it on the swale up, so I was hoping it would hit me higher. I need one more fade. Don't break it now. Give me a good fade. We'll take it. There we go. Does that make me green, I hope? No. $4 down. Whoa! Boy, did I get lucky to get out of that, huh? I mean, I did not want to wait out that too long. So really, God, that ATR, oh my God, I got to go for it. Is there news? No, I got to go for it. See how long that took to fill me? I'm going on a recoil. Dangerous as it went up so strong, but that is the, I think that got me money, didn't it? Yeah, so I'm green, barely. Should I just run away and hide into a fetal position? Yeah, because you got what I was about to say, and I got excited. I love to see moves like that, and then the exhilaration of taking the trade, even though it's small money. It's exciting, you know. And I still have fun playing gin, okay? So, but you have the 100 SMA and the ATR half, the most respected level. This is a rejection level for sure. You know, it should reject here. But am I going to jump back in it short right now? No, not right now. I'm going to wait a second. I mean, that was a strong move, but indicators say the probability is, if you totally want to trust them, it's about to go down. I quickly was looking over at the news. That same story came out at 2:58 about semiconductors. Caterpillar and NVIDIA Corp shows the Dow's a 1,063 point surge. Wow. Nice, huh? So this is about to 174. Yeah. Oh, see, there's the rejection. I wasn't even looking. There it goes down. How many times will it hit that before it shoots up another buck? Let me just get a look at this. Yeah, I can't. This is really hard to trade. It's just going straight up. So let's try to find a calmer. I kind of want to look at Palantir for a minute, guys, as the market's as we're running out of time here. Let me just see. Yeah, so I used to swing on brackets a lot. Probably a year of my trading life was taking swing trades on brackets, and it's a pretty safe way to trade. I think if we keep our share size like 20 shares or something, and then look at what the ATR is, and then you got to call a bias, and you hope that it's going to go your way. And if you don't know how brackets work, like say you're setting your price to sell and to buy at the same time, to sell out or to stop loss at the same time, sell for a profit or sell out at a loss at the same time. But as the price goes up, the bracket moves as a whole, so it never, if it goes back down, it never goes down to the amount that you could have lost. Your stop loss is now higher, so it moves with you. So if the stock was to go up and then suddenly took a turn down, let's just say you set it for $2 and your max loss would have been $50 on 25 shares, right? But it had already gone up a buck, then the most you're going to lose is $25. So if you can get the bias right, it's taking away all your risk as it starts to go the right way. And then you can just, if you want, you don't wait for the bracket. You can take a look at it and say, hey, I'm $50 up now. I'm not going to wait for it to go down, even though I'll be even money. I'll just take my $50. So, you set the brackets while you're doing other trades, while you're watching, so that you can actually go in and, chicken out of your bracket and just take that money. I don't call it chicken out because it's a design. It's a design to do it that way, is to take some profit and not wait it out. I don't need to wait it out for the max profit. So if you have one or two of those going that like your max loss will be if they both went against you, like you lose $50 or you lose $100 if they both did the worst case thing. But most likely it's like a hedge that you're getting money the right way, so picking the right stock with the right bias is key, for that. But then you can't lose too much, and you most likely will lose less than, unless it just goes straight against you right off the bat, then you lose what you set your stop at, So anyway, it's a very safe way to trade because you know your maximum loss at all times, and it's usually less than your maximum loss if it goes against you. Usually, I don't know, whatever. Okay, so here we go. So hopefully you understand that. We'll go over that a little bit more. You can set it in your, oh no, that's too big. Sorry. Let me change that. I don't like them when they're that big. Something like, maybe something like that. That's about the size I want them. As far as how far back I can see. So there's your pre-market data. We're way above everything on this one. Palantir. So Palantir is kind of moving in between. Let me just get a look at this. 16. There's a 6. Watch that 6. Goes to 8, 21. That's 5 cents, 6 cents. Yeah. Probably want at least 100, maybe 150 shares the way this is moving because you're not going to get 10 cents. Yeah, it shows you right here. So you're really going for more of a 5-cent move, so you set your share size accordingly. If we even want to trade this, because this is definitely slower than what we were just doing. Let me get a look at some levels here. Okay, so we want to mark stuff that's near our price action or there's no point. So we have an area right here where it stopped and turned around abruptly. That would be a good spot to look at. This is way too high, but I'll put it here anyway. And then you have some consolidating levels that consolidated over here again. So if you do a smoothing level kind of between all of these, sort of like right there, that would be a fairly, level that might come into play near us. Again, you don't know if these are going to do anything. I'm not going to set fibs in this market. So where are those levels? So they're far apart, but $2. That's a $2 historical data. And then we have the whole and half dollars. Now, where are the ATRs? Are we at, we're completely out of there's the whole ATR, the half ATR. So we're out. Here's your VWAP. So we're extended for sure. Something to think about. What's the news say? Yeah, Jack, a short sale, software stocks inside, shares of companies. Right. I mean, this is mostly goes up when we have war, so I'm surprised. Third U.S. aircraft carrier deploys in Middle East. See, does that sound like it's winding down? That's what I mean. It's like, is this a ploy? And then we're about to put boots on the ground? God, I hope not. I mean, they can shoot those friggin' rockets from anywhere in the country, just trying to grab the coast. I feel like, they may have seen, World War II movies too much, and they're going back in time thinking we drop paratroopers in, we move across, and it's just not that kind of war anymore. I love watching those movies. I don't want to see friends die. And I do have friends in the military, and it's just not cool. It's not cool. They'll do their duty always, but it's just not cool. We don't need to do it. We did what we needed to do. It's done. Get the heck out. That's my last commentary about it. Okay. We got anything here worth trading? So it seems like going long off this level and going short off this level, but that's waiting a long time as we only have 33 minutes left and really only 23 minutes left to trade, because I don't really want to trade the last 10 minutes. Yep, Nvidia broke to 174. Yeah, this is up $6. This is going really slow. If you look at it, though, you can see it's pretty thickly traded with share size. And again, we're only seeing about 40 to 50% of the most of the level 2. Really, this should be going down if the war is coming to an end, but the aircraft carrier makes us think that, that's just how I think this stock would react to war, but that's just, again, my opinion. But yeah, I'll look to go long at the 46 and just get my feet wet here and see what happens. There's 02, 08. So it was a 6 cents, already a 6 cents recoil. I'll take it. Pause there a lot. Now, what's our spread? 3 cents. So I'll do market if it gives me a big enough break here. Yeah, this is going to be tedious. We're not going to make any money on this. We need to go higher share size on this to make money. Yeah, 250. That's just pathetic. I'm going to get out of this. I'm not going to trade this. So, how about, what's Apple look like? Trying to find something fast here. Here's our historical data. Okay, so none of this stuff matters. This is the only one that would matter at this point, maybe. And then there's nothing else. Let me go over here further. Do we have any support and resistance levels that are in the mix? Here's our price action. You follow this across. It's like, oh yeah, right there. Look at that. And that did get smoothed to pick it up here a bit. So that's a pretty decent level to reject it if it comes up there. Or 254.50 we'd call it. And then we're down here. This is just too low. You can see how it respected that level? This is tapped here, and then it came down, and well, I thought it was going to hit it, but let me take a look at this real quick. 71, 3 cents, 5 cents, 5 cents, 7 cents. There's a 10 cents. We got 10 cents. 10 cents in 10 seconds. That's enough. This is better than Palantir. All right, let's see what it looks like on the chart. We're getting indicators like crazy, so there's a lot of grinding. If the MACD and the buy-sell oscillator coming up, that's RSI and EMA crossover. That means we're getting a lot of grinding action, which is perfect for scalping. So let's see. So we've got a level between 54 and 53.50. This is where it's grinding. And it's really not going the whole way. Yeah, it is, I guess. So let's go short off the 54 area, which is, we're very close to that. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and try this if it gets up there a little higher. I'm going to wait for one more little spike up to try to get a better position. I'm looking at the market maker. There's 91. This is actually good scalping action. So let's see. It's just stopping here. So I'm trying to get a little bit better than this. Went down 4 cents. Yeah, it seems like it kind of hit a top there and got a nosebleed and turned around. There's 91 again. Let's get up to 54, guys. Come on, give me a big spike up there and we'll catch a recoil. Well, suddenly just stopped up there, which is good because it's going to turn around, that means. It's just grinding within a couple of cents rather than 6 or 10 cents like it was a minute ago. So it does look like it's going to. So that range of that candle was 34 cents. This one was 22. This one was 32. So that was it. It turned around. But see the volume coming up? So where's our VWAP? So VWAP's here. So you're about to get the market magnet. It's going to come up. There's a lot more volume popping in right here. You see that? So this grinding is going to pull that magnet up, and it should send it up. And I still will short it off here if it goes up. I'll short it, try to get it to break the 54. We can only have a chance for a few trades here because the time is see how it got thicker and more of it. So you see the magnet's going to pop up, and it'll be like a springboard here. People read it in different ways, so they might be 30 seconds behind. But it's a good sign that the stock would go up if the magnet pulls up. If it doesn't, then no. There's no sign at all. We've also got the MACD sending up. So going long from here isn't a bad idea. I'm not against doing that 53.50 area. Well, we're just staying right in the middle. That I am against doing. But I thought we were going to get faster action here. So now it may start to pick up here at the last half hour here. There's the magnet. So give it a beat and it should go up. See if I can get any more of a dip here. It's 60, we're at 71. I'm looking for this to go back up in just a second. I'm trying to catch a little bit of a dip here. I'll take that. I just want to get in the trade, so I think it's going to go up. That's my guess. Indicator driven, although MACD sent it down. Yay, got like a $5 trade. We'll go up to 150 shares. So this isn't going to get you rich. But it adds up over time, and work on your accuracy. Work on reading the indications. If we really want to make money today, we got to go back to MU or Tesla. MU looks like they're dropping now. Yeah, I'll go back and take a look just to see in the closing bell area here, the real last minutes of the power hour here, we can find anything. Oh, it broke through the yeah. Now it's doing like the escalator strategy. It's testing the ATR half. Yeah, I would trade this long bias now for sure. And I would love to see it hit this ATR again, which is 35.36. We're up at 36 though. We'll lower that to 100 shares so we can go up to 200 and then even 400 if it goes against me. What do we have? $10. Oh my God, all day for $10. I did a little more than that, to be honest with you guys. But on this style, Yeah, it's not. That's a lot of work, but it's a grinding practice too. Your practice is to not lose a crap load. In this market, if you're not losing a crap load, pat yourself on the back. I want to get back to consistency, which is what we can count on from large cap and mega cap stocks, and then this type of whole and half dollar ATR levels, VWAP levels, this type of day after day, you can call it. You can know. So there are ways to trade this that I'm not trading right now. Said that for some reason I've been cut off here. I don't know why on the stream. I'm back. I don't know how much you guys lost there, but the stream ended. Said something about encoder. I don't know how much you lost there, but we're back. So this one's been good, 220. And I'm long biased, but I might go short off the high up here. So the market magnet's marking the high for us. That's what that green line is. So that's 336.98. That's one of the cool little things for that. But what I would rather do is bounce long off the half ATR. It's also got that 100-day moving average on the 1 minute chart. That's why it's straight across, because it's a day average. So you won't see an angle there of any kind. So the RSI sent it down, but it broke right through it, saying it's overbought. You can see Scalp Pro showing you the strength, kind of climbing up, but not making it to the top of the volume bar. So we're not seeing 100%. There's a little bit of a battle. And now comes the real risk if you try to recoil off a stock like this, I'm long biased, but that doesn't mean I won't try to catch a short recoil. All right, so let me get this more like where it's stopping, which is like right there, 67 cents. There's a very transient, temporary level right there. Nothing to really write home about. Just more like for my guidance. Last thing you ever want to do is, and I know a lot of people do this, is you trade off the candlesticks without actually seeing the price. You just trade, oh, it's about right there. That's wicked dangerous stuff. You need to get in to see the actual price of the stock and how it's moving. You don't want to just go with it. There's a delay with the, histogram and the way the way it all reconciles. There's a delay, so you want to look at the actual price. Here we go. 37, anywhere near 337, I will give it a shot. We'll go bold. Big and bold. Benzinga's promoting their happy hour starts at 4 p.m. We get drunk and talk about stocks? Is that what you're saying? I'm a pro member, but I assume that's for everybody. Yeah, don't get stoned and trade stocks. A little advice from the professor. Wait till after you've traded stock. I don't know, maybe you're that good. There was a guy, I knew a guy. I still know the guy. He says he can't trade unless he's high. Yeah. So he lives in a van. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, we really rejected off there again, huh? We're down to 19 minutes, 19 and a half minutes. I can't find a good setup here. Yeah, the last time I tried that trick where I was showing you guys that the way that it goes the last 15 minutes is usually the way that it finishes out. You know, that was the day I lost $400. But honestly, I was about to say in my defense, it's not defensible. I was green and I pushed the wrong damn button. And then by the time I recovered, I ended up being red. And it was like, oh my God. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid is as stupid does. I'm so stupid, I don't even know what that means. So, that Forrest Gump line. God, do I go long here? Man, I'd like to see it get down here before I go long, but it is trying to do a breakout here. It's on the 50-cent mark. Should have grabbed it. It was 18 cents, 26 cents up. Would have been a quick 26 bucks if I grabbed it down there. Where's that low down there? That was it. Oh, that was down to 13 cents just a second ago. Okay. 2 minutes ago, it was all the way down at 13 cents here. It's 53 there. Look at those recoils. These are all trades, and I'm just not taking them. Okay, I'll take it now. I'm going to go for it. Give me a quick recoil and just get out. Quick recoil. Don't keep going down. Recoil. You were just recoil. You see what it does? You see? You see how it messes with us? Ugh. That was not in the brochure. It was constantly recoiling, and then it just stopped the second I got in it. It's like, come on. Down at the, what level is that? 23. It's destined to get me red today, isn't it? It's destined to make me go red. I'm going to go for it. All right, 200 shares, hoping it's not a total rejection at end of market here. I'm at 68. Thinking that the ATR and the 100 moving average will turn it around like it should. Do an escalator strategy. Come on, guys, get back up there. This is a feint. $200 shares of MU, you know, it's a tad risky. We were doing 500 early this morning. One thing is you get filled. Needs to hold that ATR. We gotta hold that. It's a 27 cents. Come on, guys. This is where it's been stopping. So nope. Oh man, that is too bad. It's gonna shake me out. I feel that it's gonna shake me out here. I don't want to lose all the green, so. Just not good levels to call. You know, I keep trying, and maybe it'll give me a recovery here. It's starting to go up. Level 2 showing signs of recovery. And then there was that. Oh, it didn't. It even broke through the SMA. Oh man. So I am actually going to go red on this stock after that beautiful climb. There's still hope. We're holding out for a hero. Come on, baby. I knew all the while you were going to do this. You were going to tease me and then go wicked green. I never had a doubt. There we go. That was okay trade. Did I hold it all the way up here? No, I don't trust this for a New York minute. For those of you that live in New York, I apologize. Okay, 15 minutes. Now we're really asking for it if we try to trade anything here. What do we end up with? 50 bucks. Wow. Again, let's not write home about that, but it was Tesla. Can we just erase Tesla from this whole thing? I'd have such a great day. $270 is the average income for a year. If you made that a day, every day, for not even every day, 240 days. If you made $270 for the 240 trading days, you'd make $67,000, I think it is, which is the medium income. I just got to check again. I love it. 240 times 270, 64,800. So you're right in the middle. I think it was between 58 and 67 was the average income in America. So I'm really glad I didn't sell, because right down here I was really close to it. After it broke both those levels further than they had before, it was really telling me the prudent thing to do is to get out of the trade, because it could just go, you know. But I held a little longer, stubborn as I was, and it gave me a chance to come out. 7,000 shares. Did you see that? And then it got up here and they pulled them, you know, so that spoofing is going on, which is why it's so hard to call these things, because you got that shenanigans. Besides the algorithms, people are spoofing. They put the trade up on level 2. I mean, if you're trading, there's 6,900. If you're trading that number of shares, you don't have to show them. You can hide those. You know, the fact that it shows them, they're trying to mess with people reading level 2. Not always, but it's a sign that that's what they're spoofing, manipulating, trying to manipulate. The opening of the bell is a huge manipulation. What's going on right there? You can pay to see the imbalance of the ask and the bids. You can pay to see which way it's most likely to go to get that balance. And then you have, you know, huge dumping coming in, and that's where big firm, you know, not the firms that put your money in mutual funds and stuff, but I mean, they have traders that will scalp the open based on all that data and bring in, like, you know, hundreds of $1,000s in the first minute, and then you combine that by 20 of them, and you've got millions and millions of dollars that these firms are making by legally manipulating the market and legally seeing the data. It's legal. We're at a terrible disadvantage that goes on all the time. All right, so we made money today. This closes the month. I think we're at about 3,200, 3 red days, 3,250, 3 red days, and I don't know. I don't have my percentage today, but I was at 89.22% or something accuracy. So let's just say the worst I am is 88. You know, for whatever happened today, it wasn't choice, but I had a lot more green trades than red trades. But so accuracy was good. Money was decent. Paid our mortgage was the $2,200 average. So I think we paid the mortgage and a car payment for a nice car, $1,000 payment. Nice lease, perhaps you have. So that was the goal. Now next month, I'm not sure. I was going to go for more. I was going to go for I was going to raise the share size. This was the plan. I was going to raise our share size and, you know, start to scale up for us all to make more money and get like a trip to Disney for a family of 4 for a week in a Disney hotel. And how much does that cost? And that was close to like $4,000, not counting airfare. Okay. And that was a park pass, like a 4-day park pass for everybody or whatever. I don't know. Charlie, she figured the whole thing out, but it was just around 4K. So I was going to go for that, but I'm very worried about the market. So I think what we should do is just stride for making like maybe $150 a day, but then learn to do bracket trading, show you guys. Again, you're just watching me, so you do whatever you want to do, but I'll show you how for quite a long period of time, I did bracket trading like I was discussing earlier, and I would just throw a couple of them out there, and the probability, my probability was I had more wins than losses, so I got to throw that into the daily mix, another $50 or another $100 a day. And then if you're suddenly making 100 or 150, you're making an entire living of a person. You're making your $60,000 a year, just by adding that little tiny bit. So you just slowly climb this stuff up. That's all we want to do. And not every day is going to be, you're going to look at it and go like, that guy sucks. It's just not every day is going to be choice, I am trying to keep it in check, so I'm not doing, $2,000 share dumps to get me out of a position real quick, so that you guys, most of you, cannot do. No, I do not. People say, why don't I trade options? I never really got into options. I always thought options were if you didn't have the money to trade stocks, they were more complicated. But I don't even know enough about it to say that and not be torn apart by somebody who really knows options. So no, I know some of the traders here will hedge with options, but they have the money to also trade stocks in and out. Somebody's been asking, why don't I do it with futures? I don't trade futures either. I know a lot of people do. Can you trade a scalp and recoil with futures? Can you guys answer me that? I didn't think options, it was even possible for options to do this kind of scalping. I thought it would be, or futures. And somebody that trades those, mind educating me, I'd really appreciate it. I know all these guys are going to do it now too, but I'd like you guys to get involved. And is there a way to do it? To do futures and options with this type of very, very short-term trading. Let's see what happens with MU here now. So, because if this drops right here, then the data shows, back testing shows, it will continue to drop all the way till close. So on the first 15 minutes, it's just consolidated, really. So it's not really calling it out. Let's see if any of these others are looking like they might do that. Yeah, Amazon looks like it's doing it. Is it going to close out on a run? No, not really. It just got higher than I remember it being. Went all the way to 210. No, it's actually going to short out, So across the last, there's the 15 minute. So there's the last 10 minute. So often when this happens, you can just keep playing it all the way out, short. But it looks like it's coming back. Anyway, I did that the other day to demonstrate, and it reversed on me and killed me. So you never know, But I do know people that's all they do. They do that strategy, but they get out if it doesn't go the right way. And the day's ending pretty good, huh? Man. So maybe, because the SPY's way up. SPY started at 638 and now it's 649. QQQ started at 564 and now it's 577. $13 up. So yeah, that's a lot of money people got back that are watching their, I have friends that just look on their phone. How much money did I lose today? Oh, I lost $80,000 today, because they have a lot of money, in there. And it's just like, but usually it's like, hey man, how much did you make today? Oh, I made 120. Oh yeah, I made 33,000. Shut up. No, but I mean, in those bigger funds, you can get the apps that show the swings every day, like he trades with Fisher, if he's listening to me now. They're a little riskier, but you're getting usually 15%, around there. Even my mother, her broker, she gets her like 14 to 16%. But when you have corrections in the market like this, look, it is ending out. It's closing down, like I was saying. So you see that on the second one, you get in short and just don't do anything and write it down. So what would happen? 209.32. So it's just $1 on Amazon. It's not like this is MU, but you know, it's something. 4 minutes till market close. This cool clock. This is free over at the $1 Million Margin Club, guys, along with this indicator that shows you the average volume in a 1 minute candle. I'm not going to take a trade, so if you're waiting for that, it's not going to happen. I was on the other day where the last 30 seconds I was in a trade. And then I did one on post market because there was so much volume still, and I did okay. You know, it was like $50 or something. But okay, guys, I will be here in the morning. I hope you ended up green as well. We'll take a look at the good stock on the way out. Yeah, looking good. Okay, be careful out there. Go green and don't trade post market. That would be my advice, but I can't legally give you advice. Okay, talk to you soon, guys.